Hello everybody, this is Itchu again. I got some comments and requests on my videos to do some additional measurements and to time the time it takes for the voltage to go down when I have installed a 12 volt bulb here again. So I've basically been back to this circuit. I've hooked up a battery, a multimeter across the battery. I have a amp meter in the return line to the battery, and I have the voltmeter, the multimeter, measuring the 4400 microfarad capacitor before it goes back into the inverter. This is the 4400 35 volts cap, 2 parallel 2200. I'm back to the 12 volts 21 watt bulb in the circuit. I've hooked up the multimeter like the day before across this output cap, or the cap before it goes into the inverter. Next to it I'm measuring the current in the return line. I have set it to measure 5 volt 5 amp DC. That will be the middle black scale. And finally I will measure the voltage across the battery. Both batteries are in parallel, and it's at the moment at 12.8 volts. I have a little bit of rest voltage across this output cap. So I'm now in loop back mode. I have the red lead coming back from the capacitor, and I will connect with a diode to the input of the circuit, and I will measure I will display the output of the 3 meters when I connect it, and then I will look at the timer, how long it takes to go back on this meter to go to 0 or to 1 or 2 volts, which is normally it will stay there. I can tell you it goes very quickly, so there's not much to time. It's half a second or something. Nice to watch here is that the amperage in the circuit will be about 4 amp, so it will go to 40. While we have no lights on or whatever, so there is some wattage running into the system. And don't know where it goes. There's nothing becoming hot, so I don't know where this stays, but okay, I will connect it now. You see the amperage go up to almost 4 amps in the system. The battery drops 12.35, and this is the 10 volt, and I will remove. You can see it immediately drops to 1.5 volts. And the amperage goes back. The voltage on the battery is increasing now again. So this is about this loopback system. No bulb lights up, nothing is getting hot. So I'm not sure where this power is going. Probably into the in the toroid, but I can repeat it once again to see if I can. No, it's not very good to see. I will now touch it. You see the voltage and the amperage, and I will now remove it. So it's instantaneously that the voltage drops to some minimum value, 1.4, 1.5 volts, and then drops. So this is for someone, I think it was Stefan, who asked me to do this little test. Okay, thank you for watching. Okay, and to show you that after all this abuse and loop back stuff, my inverter is still working okay. I hooked up again the 25 watt 230 volt bulb to the system, to the inverter, and feed it with the 12 volt from the battery as usual. I will measure the battery voltage, and the amp draw is still 1.2 amps like I had before. The bulb is lighted, and I have the red probe again across the output, and we can see the output of the inverter, the square wave like sine wave, peak to peak 480 volts coming out of this inverter, 51 Hertz. So the inverter is still working as it should be, and the loopback has no ill effect on the stuff. So that's just what I wanted to show you after these tests. Okay, thank you again.